Hello guys, it's me again. So this was supposed to be a jewelry thing, but I decided to I had another ornament idea, so I decided to do ornament. Now this is either going to go really good or really bad, and there's going to be no in between. So I'm going to use Stonecoat Quick Coat in these glass bulbs. Now, Quick Coat heats up really fast. It's a quick setting resin. You got about 10 to 15 minutes max, and that's from the time part A hits part B. So with it gonna heat up real quick, this is either going to crack the glass or it'll be fine. Like I said, there's probably not going to be an in-between, but my idea is to make like a beach scene inside the ornament. Now I already went and put some sand in it because that stuff was going to take it, you know, took a while to use that tiny little funnel. So I put some sand in it, which I just got this decorative filler from Michael's. I added some glass glitter into the sand from Lerez Art Corner. This is seafoam blue glass glitter and then silver pizzazz glass glitter, and you can get that on Facebook under Lerez Art Corner. She also sells the Lerez products for the US in the States, so you don't have to pay Australian shipping and all that stuff. So you can go check her out. Shit. Anyway, okay, I also put some diamond dust in the sand just to give it a little bit extra pizzazz, and I put some acrylic diamonds in it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see all this stuff once the resin hits the sand. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the resin in there and then stir the sand around, or if I'm just going to put it on top and let it just work its way down. And I'm thinking letting it work its way down might be the thing, because if I stir it with a stir, like if I go in there and stir it, I might get like sand up on the sides, and I don't want that. I want it to be like a clean line. So, like I said, it's either going to work or it's not. And then once I get the resin in, there's going to be no way to get the bubbles out of the resin. So I'm hoping that because it's going to be a beach scene, bubbles aren't really going to matter, right? And then I'm going to drop a few little shells in. And then once that cures, I'm going to go in with a second layer of resin. And I'm going to mix some Color Art Bahama Mama Resin Art tint And the tints are the ones that you use the alcohol to like make it kind of an ink first, then put it in your resin. And they are very transparent. And the Bahama Mama, you've heard me say it a lot, is the perfect ocean color blue. All right, so that's my idea. I'm not sure if it's going to work. So, I'm going to set this right here while I mix this resin. Oh, I got a bunch of glitter and stuff from when I put the glitter in there. So excuse the noise for a moment. I'm going to use my little glitter vacuum. Just to clean up my glitter mess. It works so good. It's a little battery operated. It might be in my description, in my Amazon links. So I am using quick coat resin. So as you know, as it cures, it starts to smoke. All right, so I'm probably going to be getting poofs of smoke coming out of the top. I'm hoping the glass doesn't explode. I'm hoping the glass doesn't do crazy stuff, crack. But this is just an experiment. If it works, it's going to be amazing. If it don't, it'll be an amazing fail. So, because I am, okay, this is it right here. So we're going to mix this. The quick coat is 2-part resin. It is 1 part hardener and 1 part resin. I always put the hardener in first because it seems to be the thinnest, and then that way the real thick stuff doesn't get stuck to your edges and such. Some people put the resin in. It's just, I mean, there's not really a right or a wrong way. This is a really shitty stick. It's getting ready to crack on me. Yeah, it's got a crack in it. It's got a crack in it. Okay. This one feels better. All right, so I'm going to mix this on camera just because it needs to be quickly done. And then what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to use one of these little syringes, soak up the resin, and pour it in there. Again, this is just all in my head, so I'm not sure how it's going to work. All right, so this is the resin part. And you want to make sure that you get everything you can out of it, because they have to be equal parts, otherwise you're going to have some tacky resin and it won't cure. And on a canvas you can kind of fix that by like digging that spot out, or these are my baby wipes, by digging that spot out and repouring, put inside here. Well, I guess I really wouldn't even know if it was tacky, right? Because ain't nobody gonna be touching it unless it shatters. No, I don't think it's going to explode. But we don't know. So normally, if I was using a different kind of resin, I would be mixing it a lot slower, trying to fold it in to try to not get so many bubbles. But like I said, you're on a time crunch with quick coat. And the reason I'm doing the quick coat, for one, I want to know if it works. Because if it does, then we're talking different options, you know, that we could do. We could put like stones inside it, do a quick layer, and then do like another layer and kind of make it like a rainbow type, like a geode inside the bottle or inside the bulb. So, like I said, this is for experimental purposes. And it could open up a whole nother bunch of crazy ideas rolling around in my head. But there is a lot of bubbles in this. And again, with the quick coat, if you add heat to it, it's going to speed up the curing process. Where like a regular resin, if it started like getting really super thick, you could, if you were using like the regular Stonecoat or the KS resin, and it started getting a little too thick to be working and it was on its last couple minutes, sometimes you can add heat to it and it'll thin it out. But with the quick coat, it is completely opposite. So I get a little nervous doing it, but because this is going to be a water scene, I'm not super concerned about bubbles, because there's bubbles in the ocean, right? Coming from all the little fishies. And besides, it's my ocean. I can make it however I want, right? So, all right, you always want to scrape your stick, scrape your sides real good, make sure it's super well incorporated. And then it should be crystal clear and no more little like milky string bits. All right, so, well, here goes nothing, right? I'm going to try with this one because I'm going to keep this one just straight. This one I'm going to try to do it like this way. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to attempt it. All right. Try to turn it just a little bit, just to get full coverage. If it doesn't sink down into the sand, I mean, I guess that would be okay as long as it set up, right? And separated the sand from the water. So right now we've got this going on. So I'm going to see how that works, because I don't want a whole bunch of clear water. I was thinking that it was going to soak up. All right, so let's try this one. Ooh, this hole on the egg is, I didn't want it to go down the side. Ew, Lisa just shot a bunch of air bubbles in there. So any materials that you see me using that you might want to give a try yourself should be in my Amazon shop. I'm going to try to let air bubbles come out. Okay, we'll let this sit. And we gotta prop it up just a bit with something. I know I got enough shit over here to be able to use. Oops. Can I use? What can I use? I was thinking about gloves, but if this gets that hot, I don't need it melting, right? Is it soaking down? It is soaking down, but I don't know if it's going to soak up enough. I need something. Let me see. I set one of these. What the hell? Nope. I gotta get something. I'm looking around, guys. You're probably screaming, just use yada yada yada. Well, I can't hear ya. I don't want it super sideways. Super sideways. So I'll have to get that resin off. Okay. So it's soaking up. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know what I should do. I don't know if I should do... Oops. I don't know if I should poke holes in the sand so that it can seep down more. Because I really would rather it be like one color, you know? I just know that if it was regular resin, it would have time to seep. All right, let's get to the next part real quick. And that is putting some shells in. Now you don't want to add to the bubble issue. So if you take a little bit of resin and put them in your shells, or whatever you're using to embellish, anything that has like a hole in it or something that can hold air, get air trapped in it, coat them, and then the inside of the shells will get resin in them. So that there's not as many air bubbles. You feel me? All right. So let's drop okay, it's starting to warm up. So let's drop some shells in, shall we? Shall we? No. This is going to be hard because I have resin on them. Plop. I'll hold it. Plop. And then as they drop, you can kind of like move your bulb around, plop, to get them to plop other places. This one might be too big. And then anything you touch with resin, you want to clean off right away. And like with this stuff here, I'm just spraying my baby wipes with some alcohol. It helps get the resin off of your stuff. Alright, so this is starting to really heat up. And I kind of want to move my shells to the edge, right? Because you want to be able to see it. So I'm going to put most of them in the front because I have an idea for the back of the ornament. So I'm going to put a couple little holes. Just to help it seep a little bit. Hopefully it will. All right, so far we have that. That glitter that I put in is all in a line now, which pisses me off. So I'm probably going to screw up the whole damn thing because I'm messing with it. But I don't like it like that. All right. So I'm going to leave that one sit. And then I'm going to put these other shells in the egg. And the egg has a smaller hole. So some of them won't fit. That's awesome. Come on. I'll stick to the side like a snail. Go. Go. I swear to God, if that sticks to the side. Drop. Don't. Oh, come on. I think that one's the one that was too big. This one. What'd I do? Put all the smaller ones in the other one? Oh, seriously, come on. Go down there. Look at it just sitting there, stuck to the side like a damn snail. Okay. Come on. It's not what I want you to do. This one was kind of leaning. Super hot. Might as well not waste these shells, right? See the heart hole is a bit bigger. Go. Go. It's quite a bit bigger. All right, it's starting to set up. Like the whole thing's moving now. All right, so I can't mess with it too much more right now. And it's really hot. And I want it to set straight. Will a smaller cup make it set straighter? No, but let's see if I can put 2 tongue depressors in and slide them like this. Hold them. Just for a little extra support. Let's do 4 of them. There we go. Okay, that one's straight. This one, I really wanted some more shells in that one. Gotta use super teeny tiny shells. Is this still? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Take a piece of shell. That one's full of resin. So I'm working against the clock here, so I might just drop them in. So stupid. I figured I'd drop them in there dry and they would actually fall. Okay, one of them did. Ever notice you have gloves on and then like pieces of your face itch? Come on, where's the teeny tinies? Okay, so this is getting really hot. Come on, I need a couple more shells. You know, these shells were supposed to be tiny. Come on, drop down. I only got a couple shells in that one. Whoops. No, 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 no. Oh, come on. I don't understand. Now I'm going to have 2 damn shells stuck to the side. See, it's pretty much... It did soak up, except for that little spot there. I don't even know if you guys can see. Most of it's soaked up. So if you end up using regular resin and then waiting like overnight, then it would probably work out. Oh, come on. See, I can't even. Ouch. Ow. See how it don't move anymore? That's how quick it sets up. So I'm not going to have to wait until it's completely cured, because once it's hard and not burning the shit out of my hands when I hold it, then I'll be able to pour a second coat on it. Ooh, look at that shell, might get down there after all. Go on. Go on, little shell. Maybe something skinnier. That one can move. Come on, little shell. I'd really like you over here. I would really like you right there. All right. Ow, all right. So yeah, super hot. And I think I'm going to pause you guys while I clean up my little mess here. And then I'll bring you back after it is ready to pour the second layer. Okay, so I will be back shortly. See you then. Bye. Okay guys, I am back. I let this cure. It did not break, so that's a good sign. I was able to get a few more shells in there, and I put some little gold rocks. Now what I have noticed was, if you notice, the glass is filmy. I thought that was the outside, but it's not. It is the inside, because when I put the sand in it and the glitter in the sand, I shook it up, so the dust from the sand is putting a film on the inside. So what I'm gonna have to do is put a coat of resin on the last. I'm going to put blue resin here, okay? And then when that cures, I'm going to put just a little bit of clear resin and then have to turn this and coat it. Because see where the resin dripped down? It's clear now. So I'll have to do like a final like a final flood coat on it. So let's see and let's get started. Same with this one here. See, you can see the seashells in it. I don't like that the glitter just stayed there, but it'll be okay. These are experiments, so let me see if I can get past my camera without knocking it down. So yeah, I will have to do the blue first for the water so that the shells can all cure down, so that when I do the clear coat, I can just turn it all the way around, coat the whole thing. So if I was to do this again, I would try to figure out a way that I could get the sand in there already wet, like mix the resin up and then the sand. I don't know if one of these would do it, if I like shoved it in here and then pushed it. I don't know. Or you just don't put glitter in your sand and you don't mix it up. Once it's in, just leave it alone. That's what you should do. Just once it's in, leave it alone, because I put dust all over the tops of these. So, all right, so again, I am using Quick Coat. I will tell you that normally how Quick Coat, when it's curing, it smokes. And I got no smoke out of here. At first, I thought that the film that was on here was just smoke that hasn't escaped. So I took my air gun and I, just in it to try to blow the smoke out. But that's when I realized it was dust from the sand. All right, so we're going to put the hardener in. Do the same thing we did before. Normally I would have my resin all ready to go so you didn't have to watch this. But because I had to explain what happened, I didn't want to waste any of my time, because you only get a few minutes with this stuff. From the time it touches each other, you got like 10-15 minutes. If I, son of a bitch. Damn it. Are you kidding me right now? Luckily, I just put these paper towels down. get me a muffin tin like Doris has on DF Design. I am forever doing stupid shit like this, except normally it's not on camera for everybody to watch. So, good times, right? Oh well. It's not the end of the world, right? Now I might not have enough of one or the other. But if it doesn't cure, I won't know. All right, I'm gonna put a clean rag there. All right. Doesn't look like I lost much. So this is going to be the coat that I use, the Primary Elements Bahama Mama tint. This cup is so nasty. I'm gonna end up getting resin all over my outside of the ornaments if I don't take care of this. Which will then in turn cause me a lot more. I almost just did that shit again. Did you guys just see that? All right, that cup's trash. And this glove is trash. Okay, this stick is trash. Eesh. All right, so you mix it all up till it's crystal clear again, just like before. So, as I was saying, the tint, the Primary Element tints, they are, they're actually Resin Art tints. They're not Primary Element, they're Resin Art tints, and they're transparent. And before you know how the Resin Art pigments, they like really just melt right into the resin. I gotta stir and talk at the same time. The tints mix good also, but there's an extra step you have to take first, and that is to put a little bit in a cup and then add a little bit of 99% alcohol. It'll work with 91 also, but the higher the alcohol percentage, the less water. So water and resin don't really mix, so it works best with 99. But you mix it up with a little bit of 99 or 91% alcohol, and then you make kind of like an ink, and then you put little drops of that in. But there's a few videos back that I made a bunch of homemade alcohol inks with the Resin Art colors and put them all in bottles. So that step What is that? I don't know what that was. Probably a piece of shell or something. So I made a bunch of inks with the Resin Art colors. And then I put them in little bottles like this. So I don't have to actually mix this up in front of you. But I do have to shake it up because they do settle at the bottom. And all I did was I just put like a little marble in it. Now I'm doing the blue first before the clear. And again, you wouldn't have to do the clear if you didn't shake your sand up. So we would be done after the blue. But this is my first time, so I didn't have this all figured out very good. So I made the mistake, so you don't have to. All right, so I'm just going to add a couple of these drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go with that. Let's see how tinted it is. Now I want the color to be an ocean blue, but I want to still be able to see my shells and stuff. So see, it could be a little bit bluer. Another 5 little drops. So it also makes it easier to have like your tints ready to go or your pigments ready to go when you're using quick coat too. A lot of times people mix up their resin and then mix up their colors. So if you're using a lot of colors, see that? Let's see. I'm gonna go a few more drops. It's not gonna get, it's always gonna be transparent. So, I mean, you can mess with the shades a bit. If you want it a little bit darker, you can put a different tint in. All right. So I'm going to go with that. I lied. Come on. My resin is already getting warm on me, and it will also do that with pigments. So All right, I think this is going to be about the perfect color. Now if I was doing an ocean piece, I would do like this shade and then a shade darker and a shade darker. If I was doing it on a canvas, you know. All right, so here we go. Now I'm using the same thing as before because it's still the same day. And it's the same resin. So, but after today, this is going to be junk. You just have to sacrifice it. Try to get as much air out as you can. My God, seriously. I mean, it is 3:30 in the morning, so there's that. All right, so I just want to get the sides coated real good. I might have to do some more resin. This might not be enough. All right, I'll set this one aside. I'll do that one off camera. Because I'm going to need more blue. So, come on. So yeah, I'll just do this one with you guys right now because I'm going to do that one exactly the same. So sometimes your breath can pop some bubbles. So don't put your lips on that because there's resin on it. Guys, I'm spilling everything. Okay. So I have some floating shells, which is okay. Like I said, beach scenes are pretty forgiving. Because they allow bubbles, they allow they just allow mistakes. Move my little gold pieces and little gold rocks around. I want to put some of them by the edge. So we can see them. So because I didn't put my second set of shells before they get I just broke it. How the hell did I just break it? Fuck. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Maybe it got too hot, guys. So maybe this experiment is not going to work. Come on. I guess I'll take the chance of breaking the other one, right? Because if it didn't break the first time, why would it break the second? You know? All right, because it's already hot, I'm not going to mess with it much. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. Damn it. Can't believe that happened. I hate wasting resin. So I got a couple little bottle caps here. That will make a little beachy scene. Oh, this is setting up. This is gonna this nope. This is what happens, guys, when it sets up. Look. Blah, blah. So that's done. Oh my goodness sakes. My hands are all sticky. Yeah, this is trash, guys. It's It's no longer workable. And that's the second ornament I broke. I must be heavy-handed. But it was hot and I tapped on it and it busted. Oh, that's really thin. Look how thin that is there. It's really thick over here, really thin here. Yeah, because I can tap everywhere else. You can actually hear how thin it is there. Look. The mold must have did something. That's a big chunk of money right there, huh? All that resin. Done. Oh well. We still have one that we can work with, right? And if this one works, I mean, I will make more. But again, it is, ow. It's very hot. It is an experiment. I want to try to get that. The resin off of that tip so it don't dry, but kind of afraid to touch it now. I definitely don't want to put cold alcohol on it. So you want to warm your alcohol up in your hand first. I just don't want it drying on there and then I have a clump that I have to deal with. Okay, see how the blue is already set up? So I'm gonna leave it be for a bit. It may have set up quicker than normal because I tried to reuse the same mixing cups and all that stuff. So it could be user error. I mean, because it's set up quick. It could be because I put it a layer on when the bottom layer was still a bit warm. That's probably the answer. So I'll just let this sit overnight, I think, if I have the patience, which I usually don't. But yeah, I might even need to do another layer of the blue. I don't know, because I don't want it super heavy either. because it still has to hang off of a tree, right? All right, I don't want to touch this anymore. For one, it's burning the crap out of my hands. All right, so this is pretty much junk. I have these linked in my Amazon shop. I got a bag of them. I can't remember the price, but they are down in the description. Whoops. Guess I could probably soak it in alcohol. But I used it twice and it's got resin in it. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe, you know what, I'll pull it out of the garbage. I'll see if tomorrow, if I could just peel it out, it might pop out and the little plug might just pop out. I don't know. But so much for our heart. We will try it again. And I won't tap. But I'm telling you, this is super duper thick here. And look, this is like paper thin. Right there. See, look. Look how thin. See that? So, this is a fail, but not because of product. This was a user error because I tapped on it while it was hot, I guess. Plus it was thin in that area. Mostly probably because I tapped on it while it was hot. So that's trash. Look. This big old clump. Yep, can't even get it out no more. It's just done. It's just done. All right, so I will bring you back once once this cures, and then we'll do a clear layer or decide if we were going to do another blue layer. But yeah. So I will see you guys shortly or tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. I mean, it is almost 3:45 in the morning, but I'm a night owl, and I think that's it. I'm trying to think of something else, but I can't. There was something else I was supposed to show you guys. I don't know. It's gone. It's gone. So yeah, I will be doing a jewelry video here soon because I have to get some earrings made and I have to get some, I think I'm good on necklaces. I gotta get some bracelets made and some earrings, a couple necklaces, maybe a couple keychains, just little stuff for the show. I'll have these ornaments. And I think that's, oh, and the pop sockets. So yeah, it's just a small show. I'm only going to bring probably 2 of my paintings. But, so, I will see you guys soon, and thanks for watching. Let me see if this thing works. Don't forget to subscribe and join Tammy Anderson and I on the Facebook page. It is called United We Pour with Tammy and Lisa. And check back often. and I will see you guys soon. Bye. Okay guys, so this is it. I've learned a lot. A lot of things I would do differently. I tried to put a little bit of white in the last coat to kind of make it look like water, but I accidentally let it go down the side because I kind of wanted it to go right like by the beach. So that I would do differently. I would dump it in. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have put this on a tripod. I put some flowers with some shells. I might have done it straight up and down, but my idea in my head was a lot different. I mean, it's pretty, but I don't like that I got all the white. I don't know how it got up there, to be honest with you. I do like how my shells turned out. And then I put some diamond dust in. See, you can shake it. A couple acrylic gems, some more shells. So it's pretty heavy, so I probably wouldn't put as much resin in it the next time, but I think that it's very cute just to sit as an ornament like this. So that's probably how I will display it. I mean, you can display it or you can hang it, but it is very heavy, but it's still hangable. But yeah, I think that this is the way that I would display it. So if you guys have any ideas that can make this better, please let me know in the comments. It was fun to make, very time consuming. This particular ornament, doing it this way would not be a good money maker because there's tons of money in there, so you would have to sell it for quite a bit of money, which I don't know how many people are going to pay. I don't know, with the time and everything, 30-35 bucks for a glass ornament, you know. So if you're going to make this for yourself, but it took a lot of time, a lot of layers, and a lot of cleanup and a whole lot of product. So all right guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you make a beach ornament or whatever, please tag me in it because I'd like to see what your ideas were. And thanks for watching guys. Bye.